Hey y'all, so just was having some thoughts today slash the other day when I got a new tattoo for my aunt. It has her handwriting. It's kind of hard to see in this lighting, but my tattoo artist is probably one of the only people who like understands addiction, because she's been through some shit and she has some shit, and like we really connected on that. My first tattoo with her, and like the other day we were talking about, I was getting the tattoo and we were talking about something I forget, and we were talking about how I work 2 jobs. She's like, I'm guessing you work 2 jobs to keep yourself from drinking. And I was like, you're dead on. I tell people it's because the extra money is nice, but that is part of it. I mean, not gonna lie, having a little extra money is nice, and I have to be so stressed about bills and stuff, and I can actually save. But also, if I didn't have somewhere to be on Saturdays and Sunday nights, I would be at the bar. And I know that about myself, and so that's why I keep my schedule busy. I like having to work every day. If I have too much downtime, I just start to think about drinking. And in the past, that's what would happen with my downtime. Is like last winter, that's why it was so hard for me, because Eric and I, it's the slow season, so there were days where we didn't have to work, and if I knew that I didn't have to get up in the morning at a certain time, I didn't care what I did that night. And like, so keeping myself, especially this new routine, the best thing I did for my sobriety was go to the gym, because I have like a good way to start my day and something to keep me on track. And honestly, people ask like, how do you stay sober? And I don't go to AA. I don't like it. It's just not for me. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. It just doesn't jive with me. Maybe I just haven't found the right group. I don't like it. Especially because like I would have to go to a men's group, and I do not feel comfortable talking or even being in a big group of men. So that's some past trauma that I haven't worked on very well, apparently. But I don't know. I just stay busy. I keep myself to a very strict schedule, and I stay disciplined in my routines, and that is what keeps me on the straight and narrow. Because otherwise, my past tells me that it wouldn't work out if I didn't do it this way. And I've got good people in my life that keep me on track too. So anyhow, just was on my mind as I'm sitting here, and I had to walk down the street past all the bars on Main Street, which is always a little bit of like because I used to get out of work at Ramuto's and go to the bar, like that was my routine in the past. So getting out of Ramuto's and just walking home, that's a whole new thing. So there's just always some little stuff. Sometimes I wish I had to live a drive away, because I would never ever in my life drive drunk. I would never ever do that. So if I had to live a drive away, I would have gotten sober sooner, but I've always lived within a 1-second walk of a bar. So like my last apartment on Emerald Street, I could literally look out my window and look at my favorite bar. So yeah, so anyway, I just felt like rambling at you guys for a little bit there. So yeah, hope you guys are having a good week, and I'll talk to you next time.